Well, Hachi Machi, it's June 15th, which means we are 5 days removed from the greatest event that's ever happened in Delaware County history, including little battles that happened during the Revolutionary War. We are 5 days removed from Delco Day 8, which just swept through Sea Cane like it was a Darby Creek overflowing during a gentle rainstorm. Sorry, I'm not good with weather anymore. Anyway,
a brain fart.
That's
the Jägermeister talking now.
It was Rumpelman's tonight.
I apologize.
We've got a full studio of brand new faces who are going to tell us, who we're all involved in this, whether they were the hosts and staff working it, whether they were part of the fundraiser that it all went for. We'll recap play by play, and let me tell you something. The numbers are absolutely outstanding. We've done 7 Delco days before. This shattered, basically doubled even the best one financially and especially attendance. The staff from Headstrong, the staff from Jt Brewskis, there's not words for their professionalism and just them stepping up. Diamonds are made under pressure. Well, we've got a whole fucking blood diamond mine. Wait, is that offensive?
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Nah.
Yeah, we'll call Leonardo DiCaprio because we've got a whole mine full of them. We've got sponsors we got to thank, and they're sponsors for this show, and they're sponsors who made Delco Day what it is. We will get to all of them, but Al, for the show, because we are on the show, tell us about them first.
All right, let's start with David R. Cherry. If you get hurt at work, motor vehicle accident, personal injury, criminal law, David R. Cherry's the man.
He's there.
He was there. He was at Delco Day.
So I'm just going to put it out there.
He's cool.
I don't know if he can get you a gun permit, but he needs fucking 2 for those biceps he was showing off.
Yeah.
My Lord. Sun's out, fucking guns out.
Yeah, don't let this picture fool you. He's a very handsome man. Backhanded compliment, I guess. Nah, I love him. He's
if you're just being a Delco scumbag, or if you get hurt at work in a car accident or personal injury, he is the man to call. He will fight for your rights. 610-565-0300.
He complimented my ankle monitor. He said he's seen 1 million in the past. He said mine is the finest.
It's the finest. Go to cherryinjurylaw.com. And don't forget Fat Cow Jerky.
My Lord.
Utterly perfect jerky. So many flavors. Now they got Fat Cow Jerky chips. If you were at Delco Day, you would have seen them. We'll talk about them later, of course. Go to
Fat Cow Jerky. Move on to their website, www.fatcowjerky.com.
All right. And don't forget Dolan's Bar, 24 East Sellers Avenue, Ridley Park in Tan. Tan PJ. Quizzo Music, Great Times, Memorabilia, the most Delco bar, still owning that moniker, Dolan's Bar. And we are back.
So, as forgotten by a lot of media outlets and some of the people who were, there. Delco Day is originally it's a Delco Live event, and we've been through a myriad of hosts, like not hosts, but venues where we hosted at. And this year's was Jt Brewskis. And we have 2 very important individuals from there. You are. So this is Mandy. You are now Mandy Murphy.
I am.
Okay.
Mandy Claus.
Yes.
Mandy Claus.
Yes, I am.
And Eric, I never actually knew your last name. Something German as shit, right?
Yeah, it's like or something.
Yeah.
A D and a T.
It's something like that. You know what I mean?
You guys are both staples of Jt Brewskis, 510 Oak Avenue in Primus Sea Cane. South Oak, yes. And Primus Sea Cane.
I'm calling that North Oak. You never know what you're going to run into there.
If you're super Delco, you pronounce it Primus Sea Cane.
Is that considered the right side of the tracks?
Yes, we are the 3 blocks. That is Primus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Them Waste Management and Ampro.
What is it?
Them Waste Management and Ampro.
Okay. You are the right side. Okay.
And Coco's, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 very important staples to the history of Delco Day.
Of course.
So you guys won the bidding war of a handful of bars that wanted Delco Day 8. You guys went above and beyond. From day one, from when I reached out to you guys and you reached back out within 5 minutes with plans that I didn't even know were humanly possible at a bar. How would you say the overall morale was from the staff after Delco Day?
So just to put on that too, I think we were so excited to even be asked. I mean, Headstrong is an amazing cause, and we felt like we had the venue, we felt like we had the space. Everybody from start to finish was the best team. I mean, we had full staff on board. Everybody worked so hard, and morale afterwards was like a little celebration at the end of the night. I mean, I don't think I got home till 4:30 in the morning
You.
at the end of Delco Day,
Oh, yeah.
June 10th, and we just all sat there. We just were so happy. And in the business, you have days where you're busy and you're tired and you're exhausted.
Mhm.
And but this was different. This was just people were so excited. We all felt good about it. It was just such a great day, great vibes. The bands were awesome. Like everything seemed perfect from my perspective. And the staff worked unbelievably hard. And we couldn't have done it without our Jt Brewskis family. It was awesome.
As a degenerate alcoholic, I can tell you hangovers are great on how much fun you had the night before and whether it was worth it or not. Sometimes when you have when you have a super fun night that's like everything clicks, you wake up the next day, no matter what you did the night before, you just feel great.
Yeah.
That's how I usually feel after Sunday. This Sunday, I couldn't even tell you I was out doing it before. I felt grand.
Yeah, I've been so excited since Saturday. I can't stop raving. First and foremost, Headstrong having such a successful day. Obviously, that's the whole reason why we were here. It's the whole reason why we hosted the event. That was my biggest thing. But then just like I said, like the vibes were so good. There was no issues. It was just a very nice day. And again, everyone worked together as a team. I've just been so excited to be a part of it, and it's been awesome. I feel really good about it.
And that's one of the most important parts is when we're going to get to the actual number of attendees throughout the 12 hours there.
And money raised.
It's not going back to just the number of people itself. You just got to play the power of numbers. There's going to be some issues when you get to a certain level. We're not going to say the number yet, but it's astronomical, especially compared to previous Delco days. Eric, you are the head of security, part of it?
Yeah, Band-Aid employee, head of security.
Okay. You
Chief
were in
bottle
charge
washer.
of maintaining. You were in charge of maintaining a plethora of Delconians from all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of, what they were out there to do that day, whether they were politicians coming for a photo op, whether they were Delco degenerates coming to drink Jager bombs until they puke on their own guitar.
They had
Speaking of
buckets. They
experience.
had buckets of rum. There was
Did
people
you?
walking around with buckets of rum.
I mean, and tell us great. Remember, it is Delco Live. It's not just like, PR Live. Was there any issues that you dealt with?
No, I mean, the flow of the day was pretty good. I was expecting us to just get hammered all day at the door. A lot of confusion, but Headstrong really had their stuff going on, and their side of it made it easy for my guys' ID and wristband everybody to get them in. I don't think at any point there was a huge line going on. It was pretty quick inflow. Major incidents, there was none. I mean, minor incidents, everybody got after it. We tried to play, pretty general with how it was going to be. But I thought everybody was pretty well behaved for a Delco event.
Nice.
Absolutely insane.
That's actually kind of like a key staple of Delco Day. We've never, in 8 of these, you would expect some story to come out of whatever. I don't know. But my point is like, it's Delco, but they keep it Delco. There's so many Delco-ish stories, but no over the top what people expect from Delco. Yeah. And that's a huge plus. And real quick, our boy here, John, he said, sorry I couldn't make it. I know he was out of town. For those who are just joining us and you do want to be part of it, you wanted to get back to Headstrong, I threw a link in both the YouTube, the Twitter, as well as the Facebook. So you guys can click on that link, donate $1, $5, $500, whatever your little heart's desire. And we'll get to letting you guys know where we're at raising money-wise and what we're trying to do.
I'm just going to say, utilize that link because we're really close to another major milestone in the donation. It's just I want to get to that next level. Imagine throwing let's say a perfect game for 8 2/3 innings. We're there. So let's get that last out, guys.
I wanted to ask you guys what were your expectations coming up? What did you did you think you were really going to be flooded with that many people?
I really think we were. So Mandy hasn't dealt with the Delco Day before. I had gone to previous ones, and I was kind of expecting this is it. These are every bar from every area and every group and every clique of every scumbag of every good person of every dude.
Why did you look at us when he said scumbag? I feel like I'm being
represented.
Yeah,
all inclusive.
Yeah, it's the one day where every circle comes to the one location, and I was really expecting just an onslaught of issues and
You're expecting the
problems and
Warriors
things.
to break
Yeah,
out.
You know what I mean? Like
I did see him like drop to the ground, do like push-ups now and then. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're being real. It's arguably the greatest
Roundhouse.
beef and beer that we see every
Yeah.
year. You know what I mean? And everybody knows how those go.
Skippy's Tavern, come out and play.
So we were just happy to have it go just smooth. I think that would be like the word of the day.
Yeah.
We were just ready. We were ready for it and we were prepared, but almost over prepared. This is the smooth flow of everything. Everybody played their part. Everybody did their role. There was no confusion. Everything was fluid. We didn't run out of anything. You guys didn't. I mean, one thing we ran out of was wristbands because of all the attendance, and that's always something you want to see.
That was a great announcement that I got, that Al relayed to me when I was on stage, was that we ran out of wristbands that we had planned. We had planned the whole day to go and have some wristbands left over, and we sold out of them by.
So I do 1,000 wristbands. Like I tell you, it's cheaper to buy 1,000 as to buy 500 of them. So I always buy the 1,000 wristbands. Every Delco day, especially the last couple, there's usually about.
Thankfully, we had all sorts of ones from 6 and 7.
Yeah, there's a bag and a half, so around 200-300 left over. By 8:30 ish, when were you on stage? About 8:30.
8:30 ish. I was at the door dealing with it when it
happened.
We thought that was like the.
I had a run. Luckily, we did it at Brewskis, close enough to our studio where they're both in Seacane here. Where I ran around the corner and like Holbrook said, we had about 350 left over from 6 and 7. And we ran through all those, and we still ran out. It was still a good time. So, and you know, like Spaz asked you guys did an amazing job not knowing what you're up against. I mean, you've been there, but not knowing you're up against. But there's somebody else in the room here, Shannon. I'm looking at you because a lot of people are saying hi, Shannon. And you've been so talkative yet, so I'm gonna let you kind of chime in here. This is your first Delco day, correct?
Yes, it is. I attended last year, but this is the first time I took charge from the foundation standpoint.
Yeah, you're so much better than Jeff Baxter. I just want to throw that out.
So you were basically like not like you were basically Nick Foles of the situation.
And Baxter was Wentz.
Yeah, well, that's February 2018. He was Carson Wentz. So yeah, normally we usually have is Jeff Baxter, and he's helped us grow everything from the first time we worked at Delco Day 3 to you and Jen. Jen like took his spot. You're behind Jen. Am I wrong in that hierarchy?
So Jen does all of our marketing, so I did the community engagement side of everything.
This was like your day, though.
Yes.
You stepped up, like the spotlight, like had to be on you, and you thrived. And like this was by far the best day. I mean, not only by the venue, Brewskis, headstrong, running the door like a well-oiled freaking machine.
We take a lot of pride in making sure our events run well.
No, like it was insane.
We appreciate that.
And not like nothing against like the previous years with like Headstrong or like anything, but like this was literally I looked over, I'm like, this is so smooth.
And you're fresh out of school, right?
Yeah, I graduated from St. Joe's last May.
Right, last May. So are you planning on retiring since this is the pinnacle of your career?
Yeah, I'm done.
I am.
Told them I'm retiring. It was a good run.
Most women who deal with either one of us retire, so it's okay.
You need to end at a high.
So like I'm not ending, but like I'm moving to Quebec and creating Quebec Day.
There actually is a Quebec Day.
Like there's no reason to even carry on.
What's that? 10-6.
We peaked.
I will say too, like this again, like your first Delco Day, my first Delco Day, and I didn't really know what to expect. I last minute ordered about 1,200 bracelets, thinking we'll never go through them today, but we have a lot of beef and beers. We have a lot of events at Brewskis, so we'll use them. And I think we have about 200 bracelets left. So whether it was Headstrong bracelets or our bracelets, it was crazy. But when I walked up, I got to Brewskis, I guess it was like 1. The event started at 2, and just Headstrong setup was perfect. Everyone was organized. I mean, it just really had this great like precedent. Like we Delco Live, myself, Tom Smith, like we all met a bunch of times and organized what we could in anticipation of a day that we've never had before. Right. And to just be frank, it was one of Brewskis' best days ever. So we
take that guidance counselor, take that dad.
So it was great. And like it just I never had met with Headstrong beforehand, but walking up, everything was so It was set up. It was organized. Everything from start to finish was super awesome.
Sure, yeah.
So it's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I would just say. Like the biggest word of the day was flow. There was no point where it was like, this is happening. What are we gonna do? Like everything just kind of flowed into everything from their setup to the vendors to the staff to the people coming through, the Let There Be Rock, like that. It just kept a nice pace throughout the day, and it was just an even flow.
Well, that speaks to why there was no issues and everybody was vibing good. Because if you have people coming in and they have live music and they can get a drink, and things are actually literally flowing. There was food. There was no issues. They're happy. The event's happy. So
I thought it was cool what you guys brought to the table with early in the day. It was the Let There Be Rock. There was families. There was kids. Especially when you hear it's a bar event, I think that like everybody thinks to us that everybody's just getting generally drunk getting after early in the day.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we are.
Yeah.
However, this was a family-friendly environment.
Yeah, sure.
100% shout out to Danielle Gaffney, my girlfriend.
Oh, here we go.
No, it's like that actually is that was the most game-changing thing possibly besides moving the venue. She said, "Yo, that she said her favorite movie, School of Rock." She goes, "There's all those little schools of rock going on around here."
No, it was a genius idea.
We were talking because a lot of people like we're talking to don't realize. And Mandy, you spoke like we had meetings. We had meetings with Headstrong, Brewskis. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. And she would like we always thought like how can we, especially since last 2 years, how can we make it more family friendly? And
that was brilliant with keeping the whole concept like what we were doing.
Yep.
And one thing about it is like, it used to just be like original bands and whatever, and we would book it on what are you going to draw? Who are you going to draw? Like, if you're not drawing anyone, you're going to play during the day, you're going to play to no one because you're going to bring no one. And this is like, how do we get someone in during the day that's going to draw people? And
so this was the first year.
This is the first year that we did.
That's why. That's at 1:15. You had people coming through the door.
Rock School.
Yeah,
they were so entertaining and so fun, and just that they change up the classes that they do and everything. It was basically like having 4 bands. They jumped at the opportunity to do it. They absolutely hit it out of the ballpark. They got people rallied, and then it just flowed from there. But it was the first time we got that many people in there that early, and that is all thanks to them. That idea,
was a great idea.
And it just they as soon as they got set up, flowed like
they were good too. Kids could shred. Oh yeah.
One superstar. His kick at the end of his set was unbelievable.
The greatest introduction ever. Like, let's hear it for Steve on the drums. Let's hear it for Mike on the bass, and obviously, let's hear it from me. Brilliant.
He's a legend.
Headstrong. This is like one of our biggest events, attendance wise. I'd say like in
Headstrong history. Wait, we thought like Brewskis we'd be towards the top. We knew Delco Live wise this was number 1. Are you telling me towards the top on the?
Definitely towards the top with how many people we had there, and it's really cool to see like people come together.
Hold on, say it one more time. One more time. One more time. Say it one more time. Just want to say it.
This is definitely one of Headstrong's biggest events in a single night.
You paying attention out there, Delco?
That's awesome.
Like, are we talking like top 10?
Probably top 10.
Talking top 5.
Yeah. Let me ask this question: who were the weirdest group of guys you've ever dealt with for an event, though? Could you give us number 1 there? So we're top 5. Is that what that means? Top 5?
Yeah, I can plead the 5th here.
Okay, Mandy, same question to you.
It's a good PR.
Listen, it's been a great time since we started planning till now. It's been a lot of fun, and there's a lot to, like we said, lots to go into it, but it was.
Mandy's a Delco bartender. Mandy's a Delco bartender. You're not the strangest man she's ever dealt with.
Oh my god,
we're not. We're sure not.
It's a very cool event for us to see everybody like having fun and just like coming together to like party and all, but really like the underlying meaning for us, like having that many people, especially for like our benefactors like there to support them. They mentioned us numerous times how much like that meant to them, and it really is like bringing the good out of something like bad, and that's really what the Colories did to like found the foundation as well. And since then, we've assisted over 27,000 families. So,
and there's
27,000, just like your magic number, 27. That's
exactly
like the Headstrong number.
That's Nick's
that is
number.
That
was Nick's number.
Yes,
It
was Nick
was
Holloway.
Nick's
I assume
number,
for Ron
yeah.
Hexall, right?
It was Nick's number.
He played lacrosse. That's like,
Yes.
I figured it was for fucking Ron Hexall.
Yeah.
So, legit question: is this like one of, if not the only event Headstrong does that doesn't involve like athletics?
Hey, I'm pretty athletic, not.
I think it's a sport.
Yeah.
We do a couple other things, but a lot of our stuff is rooted in athletics. Like we do have like our gala and a few other like corporate events.
Are we the only non-corporate, non-athletic event?
Probably.
Yeah. On the mold.
I love when she says the gala because we actually went there last year. They wouldn't let us in because they just thought we were vagrants coming in off the street.
They were handing their car keys. Here, park it over there, guys.
I've never seen a buffet worried.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. And like you said, there's many bands there from the get, and let's just kind of go through them real quick. Thank them. We got Say I Won't. We had, like we said, Let There Be Rock School, which was ultimately 3 to 4 bands in one. Vile Bread, and then of course.
By the way, Vile Bread, that is their 6th Delco Day.
Yeah, so they're right now top.
Yeah, they're awesome. Vile
They
Bread's
are
awesome.
tied for 2nd.
Who's second? Well, who's first?
Oh, sorry. Talking about performers, they would.
Yeah.
Be, second.
Yeah. Galway Guild, Berserker, Electric Furby, which
Never heard of them.
Never, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Buzzkill, Michael Barclay killed it again, and then of course Loaded ended the night. So yeah, those guys were great. We thank them for taking their time out and being the entertainment.
It'd be rude to not give them the full time here. Say I Won't, it's the 2nd or 3rd time here. They're great. Go check them out. Let There Be Rock School. That's the one on McKay Boulevard. They have a great list of alumni that have gone on to make something out going on. Vile Bread's super fun. It's Sam Vile and his friends. What a great group of followers that come out. Galway Guild, it's Joe McGee and his boys playing some Irish stuff. Berserker, they're the next up and comers. They're fucking they're like all over MMR. It's our boy Nick McGrath from Dolan's. They're spectacular. I thought they were gonna be like generic Bud Rock. They came out and fucking I did not expect what I heard.
They shredded.
High level.
Oh my
They
God.
shredded.
Deep rock.
My pants are
Legit
still
rock.
soaked.
That was when I was with the PA junkie at the bar, and everybody at the bar, they were like 4 people deep where that
we'll
stage
talk
was.
about her.
They are complex, next level, what rock should be on. I'm not just saying that because, we know them wherever. I did not expect what I heard, and I'm so happy for what I heard. They were the talk of the town. Electric Furbies, this really shitty 90s, 2000s, cover band. Their one guitarist is super fat and wore a cowboy hat.
They got a kink for getting stuff thrown at them.
It happens. They have
That's the least of their kinks. Trust me.
I have a really rotten tooth and I'm trying to get knocked out. Buzzkill, staples of this county. There's just a bunch of fucking Darby and Yaden folks that have just packed the place, and give you every hit you want to hear. Michael Barkley, a Delco staple. It's been so great to reunite and get him on an event for once. Him and his boy. Number one, check out Hoagie Time. They absolutely slayed it and loaded. 3rd, 4th, 5th time they've been here. Awesome. The bongos, best damn bongos in this town.
And DJ Anunu and Pancrealus.
DJ Anunu.
And Pancrealus.
Pancrealus and DJ Swole, bro.
I know I don't smoke at all, ever, but I did smoke one cigarette that night because I kept getting requests for fucking Bad Bunny songs. Bad Bunny.
I gotta say one thing that hit me hard too was Freddie.
Was the Jägermeister?
Oh yeah.
Having the recipient from Delco Day 7 there and seeing how good little Freddie's doing. That was real, man. And I think a lot of people that come out want to party and not sure really what it's all about.
There it is, right there.
For the people who were there who heard, there's Freddie Top Left Senior, and when he spoke with little Freddie, man, that was strong. It was powerful. Yeah. And I think really got the message to the people that were there. I mean, you could hear a pin drop when he was talking about it. He's holding little Freddie and he's saying last year he didn't have any hair. He's going through treatments now. He's running around giving the horns,
That's what I thought too. He was when he said, you go to your beef and beers, you put $40 in, $50 in, call it a day.
Yeah.
Can't really support you. He's but it's different when you see it come to your local and all that. He's
Sure.
You do that for anybody and everybody, but when it comes back to your local, our local thing is helping out
sure.
people,
100.
I had no idea he was going to be there, so that was even a surprise to me, which was really cool.
I didn't expect. I mean, the day before they
we'll have it. We're gonna have the videos coming out.
Fred is a good friend of mine, his father, and he said, I want to do anything. He wanted to come spend the whole day and just volunteer for it. I said, it would be the first time we actually had a recipient there from the year before, and kind of who was the other recipients? Jim and
Teresa.
Teresa.
That's the only one who Teresa.
She said the same thing, and she said how how what Jim or Fred's words kind of where what she felt too, like, how do you I'm used to taking care of myself. I'm used to taking care of my family. I'm not used to being taken care of. So sometimes you have to learn to put your pride aside.
Yeah. Well, Delco's full of proud people. You know,
Yeah.
I'm proud in a good way, not
Yeah.
in a bad way. But
Yeah.
Freddie, I knew about just only like a day or two ahead of time. I didn't expect him to show up. Jim, I thought was doing Jim Sanino. I thought was doing not great and was going to make an appearance. Let alone the fact that he'd be there the entire day until close.
He said
was there longer than me.
He's listening, and he said it was like the best time he's had in a while.
Teresa Daniels, when I did my little interview to get like the just learn about them. She basically was saying that like the day I talked to her was like a very, very bad day, got very bad news, was not going to be okay around this time, expected to just be bedridden. And she showed up and was there for hours and hours and
great spirits.
brought everyone wearing the pink shirts and whatnot.
She had all our people with her. Yeah.
So
they
they
had a good time.
that kind of, it's a long day, and it was a long couple days going into it, especially with the nonsense from Thursday, setting off Friday and all that. And that was like, that gives you a kick in the ass to be like 12 hours. I can fucking do it right now.
Yeah. And a lot of firsts this year. Number one, first for you guys, first for Shannon. First for us, our sponsors. I always want to go through that. And I'm not talking about of course, Dolans and Dave Cherry and all those guys. They're always helping us. They're keeping us alive so we can do it throughout the year.
Mhm.
But I'm talking about the sponsors of Delco Day. This is the most we've had in one pre-set, pre-Delco Day. And I want to kind of run through them real quick and thank everybody for stepping up, getting their name on the back of that T-shirt.
And every single one of them, the first time we asked, they said, just tell us where to send the money, and gave what they could. There was no bargaining. It was basically just first contact. They're like, yep.
Yeah, and let's start with the number one. And I want to say they're number one because they were the first to step up. And in a big way, was the BHCU. Ryan and the crew over at the BHCU. That's
most credit unions you have to have some sort of invite into, except for BHCU. It no longer stands for Boeing Helicopter Credit Union. It stands for Delaware County's Credit Union. All you have to do is live in or work in Delaware County, and you can get all the benefits of being part of the greatest credit union in Delaware County.
Mm-hmm. And and the next one is
with great locations in Havertown, Ridley Park, and Glen Mills. Yeah. With a fourth coming in, I forget where they.
And I can tell you from experience because they are our business bank, so they work with businesses as well as your personal accounts. So they're great. They've been great because I know it's really hard to believe looking at me, Spaz, and Holbrook and saying, man, these guys don't know how to set up a business. They don't know how to count without taking their shoes off. I know.
Well,
I know it's hard to believe. Really,
I didn't until we went to BHCU, Delaware County's Credit Union, with convenient locations in Ridley Park, Havertown, and Glen Mills.
Yes. Ridley Park, Havertown, and Glen Mills.
You know it. You can't go to a corner of this county without finding a great location for BHCU. Open Monday through Friday, but they'll go above and beyond for you.
I prefer the Ridley Park location.
You'll soar higher than a Boeing Osprey.
But another one I want to thank is because he's probably been one of the longest standing sponsors is Dan Wolf at Wolf Superior Sandwiches, right? I think he would be number one now for the.
Absolutely, he gives the maximum every year without any question.
Without
he jumps into our DMs.
He pretty much says, "Always count me in."
He's a great. I swear to Christ, if you're in fucking if you're in Aston. Like, my biggest regret, I swear to God, when I fucking die next year and I go to either the Pearly Gates and I'm talking to St. Peter, or I go straight to the pits of hell and I'm talking to Satan, and they say, what's your biggest regret? I'm going to say that I didn't go to Aston enough and I didn't go to Wolf Superior Sandwiches enough. This dude has creative sandwiches at all times if you check social media, plus staples that are just like unbelievable. They're better than anything you're going to have. You just have to go there. If you're in that area, it's a crime against fucking humanity, according to the Geneva Convention, if you don't go there and support him. He's a great dude. He's a great local business. Everything you want to preach about online, saying buy local, buy Delco. If you're watching this, you're watching something called Delco Live. Go support someone from Delco. He's from Lansdowne. He grew up down the street from me, and we reconnected over this shit. He opened a great place that gives the maximum to Delco Day without us asking. The food is phenomenal. We're not just saying that. We'll blow smoke up anyone's ass who gives us money, but this isn't the case. Go give him money. He donates to this out of the goodness of his heart. Full story, his wife is not doing like super great with some cancer related stuff, and they got a newborn. So go fucking support him because he's giving back, and give him the karma that he deserves back.
I couldn't say much better myself. And anyway, again,
I'm aroused a bit.
It's just a bit. And anyway, here's the thing: is we're at a bar, right? But it doesn't stop other locations from donating. And another repeat sponsor. Got to give them love. I know that, and they don't even want it. They don't care. They don't want a graphic. They don't want their name
Nope.
on the shirt.
Nope.
We do it anyway.
Nope.
And that's Coaches Bar and Grill.
A
Right?
majority of their staff showed up to Delco Day. The ones who weren't working did, and a lot of them took off to come there.
It's
so true, Danielle. It's so
it
true.
does.
It's been so
Danielle.
Telling me it's gonna be hot.
But Coaches, just a great place, right down Essington, across from
it's Blue Turk's waiting room. So you just go to Jansen Ave. It's on the other side of the Blue Turk's tracks.
Yes, and speaking of Blue Turks,
Love them. We got all Jansen Avenue. Take that. Fuck you, Wawa.
Did anybody from Lou Turks attend? I wasn't
Yes.
sure.
yes.
Oh my God.
I by the way, that was my fault if you didn't see more. I gave him the wrong address. They ended up in my basement.
Yeah.
That's my
What a
bad.
cat,
no.
that's a
While we're on
cat
it,
move.
I talked to their owner who brought his wife, his daughter, who was the one who we actually talked to, like brokered the whole deal, and like her friends, and it was the most entertaining and glorious 10 minutes of my life. If you like, he is the perfect dude to own Lou Turks. Great sense of humor, fucking charismatic as
Is that
shit.
Chris? The guy Chris?
Just kept me fucking entertained.
Should run a special
Awesome.
next year if you show up with the Lou Turks wristband, no cover. You show with a Delco Day wristband,
No cover.
Yeah, you
We'll
go.
go with that.
Next the day after.
And you know what? Again, another sandwich shop. It's blown up in Delco. Delco Steak stepped up big time this year. Came in, donated multiple locations. Even had a special Delco Day special if you were in the area of their place. So big thank you for them for the first year. Hopefully the first of many. Another one, the Foundation of Delaware County, big time. They're out there trying to help Delco.
The head of them is actually from England and came and got sworn in.
Yep.
Mhm.
So as our international Delco swearing in count.
Mhm.
And this one we told we would stop making fun of if they donated, and they jumped at the opportunity. I thought that was
Let
great.
me tell you something.
I was like, shut them up.
If you,
Yes.
if you can't tell
Tough money.
if you can't tell by the people you're looking at, besides the Headstrong and Brewskis people, they're fine individuals. The rest of us, like, you can do anything if you just are creepy enough or sly enough. We literally,
I mean,
shut the
Holbrook has made a
holiday.
career off of this.
Like we continuously make jokes about how stupid that fucking sign is from Holiday Inn on Fern Avenue.
How
across-
stupid it was.
Oh yeah, how stupid it was.
Yeah,
Now it's a great sign
it
of all
was.
time. And I literally
Now it's wonderful.
Now that they paid us,
Yeah.
we're really supporting.
We will do anything. We will dance. for
Wait,
you.
they didn't pay. They
Money me now.
didn't pay us to like it. They just paid us to not
Stop
talk
talking
shit
about
about it.
I literally DM'd them on Instagram and said, "Yo, we got this event coming up. If you give us a bunch of money, we'll stop making fun of your sign." And they said, "All right, the meeting's on Monday." And they're like, "How much?"
Nah, they stepped up.
Another
They did.
new one, Slow Plumbing and Mechanical, just stepping up and helping out. Another local Delco company, digging deep in their pockets and trying to help out. Another one that you might not have known existed, but it serves a great purpose, and their offices are right at Rose Tree Park, is Visit Delco. And they are just trying to promote Delco for its events and the goings-ons in the
God
county.
bless them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard job.
Yeah, it's and trying to
Have you
make
thought about going to Somalia?
yeah. They're
Beautiful this
We're
time
great.
of year.
but they're trying to make Delco a destination for more than just
They're right below the south side of Chicago, but above the Ukraine.
Visit Delco. It'd be cool if you did.
Visit Delco. We're not Lebanon.
Welcome to Delco. Here's your Suboxone.
It's suburban kids.
so those are our sponsors. And I forgot one more. I'm sorry. The last one was also the Logo Warehouse, who also did these amazing
Yeah, they
shirts.
did a great
So
job.
comfortable.
So comfortable, makes my fat look a little less. So thank you.
Enough how much I needed this shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call 'em for all your printing and embroidery needs. Dude, I worked there in 2011.
I really couldn't tell.
What? That's fucked up. But I saw the guy, and he was all asking about Delco Day, and I think they'll be back for another year. He was very interested in it.
Well,
So they did a great
it's
job.
fun how people do. I think you have to experience Delco Day to truly understand it. Because let's be honest, you got one of us waddling into their shop or their business and saying, "Hey, give me money. I won't spend it on drugs." Like
Send me next time.
yeah, right. But yeah, we definitely have to have more of a women to stop. We'll let the pretty ladies come in and we'll be the closers. We'll come in like Chris Farley on meth or something, and just like fall through their table or whatever. But it's once they're in, you're hooked. Like that's the best part
the
about it.
$200 down the dumpster. Go find it like the bear you are. So anyway, so like Delco Day is literally nothing. It is jack shit without the people who show up, the people who help us like raise the money the day up, the people who come out, spread the word of it, post it all over social media, and I don't even give a fuck about that shit. It's all about having the time of their life, and the amount of positive feedback I've heard and overheard.
Yeah,
that's where it comes from. The people who don't even know you're in the room that are talking about how great it is. But whatever, we're not here to pat ourselves on the back. We're not the.
I already threw my shoulder today.
You some pictures or something?
Yeah, we're going through the pictures too.
I want to know.
I
want to know the numbers.
I want to hold that for a minute and keep them in suspense, a little bit of suspense. But
fun fact,
a couple other quick thank yous I want to throw out there. Let's start with across the street at the Giant. There is that considered Alden across the street?
Well, we learned that it fucking is.
The Alden Giant.
After the Gestapo strong armed us, we learned that is fucking Alden's.
They were nice enough to sign a piece of paper that they wouldn't call tow trucks on people parking there. They were very supportive of Delco Day.
They literally were so
also
great.
Came through with chains that we needed because
and
ones and Blue Turks ran out.
And
the crumpled up ones covered in glitter.
Cleaning out Blue Turks or other.
Yeah, the manager Jen was super cool, and you know what? She goes, "I wish I knew about this sooner." So hopefully, be involved again next year.
They were spectacular.
Imperial Pizza, the sandy beaches of Sea Cane. It's funny because people were talking about Imperial Pizza and stuff like that right before we were part of the conversation. And they're like, I've heard of it, but I don't know. Some people tell us it's the worst. Like everybody thinks of the Dave Portnoy, pizza tasting thing they did there. What was it, 2-3 years ago?
That kid interrupted that whole interview. That's not like we're not.
No,
I agree.
But there is some people
interrupt the whole flow, and it gives a bad rep. The beach is good.
Yeah. And you know what? I told people, I said, come to Delco Day, and you could try yourself some of that Bear Beach.
Yeah.
So
fun fact, I don't know about you guys. Was that not the best Imperial you ever had though?
Oh, dude, but they put the extra oomph in it.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I mean. Like they went above and beyond.
Well, think about it.
Yeah. It's a $5 pie. That was a $6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, I know what fucking Imperial is.
But it's genius if you think about
it. It was so good.
And there's
I was talking to Mandy about that. I said, think about it this way. Like, outside of any money anybody can make, anything anybody can do that day, you're literally going to have, which we're getting the numbers soon, hundreds of people walking through a door that maybe have never been or would never think of. Stop it. Stop it. Down.
What was crazy was the delivery was so on time. It was insane. Like, I'm like, accounting for it, like, all right, we're about to run out of pizza. That's going to be a 10-minute window. That dude was there, like, he said he was there at 12. He was there at 12. He said he was there at 3. He was there.
I think he wanted to be there. Like, he wanted to be there.
Oh, yeah, he definitely lingered.
They were sundial. They literally were, because I didn't have my phone because it was playing DJ on the one stage inside. So I didn't know what time it is. I'm like, it's sun's out, and it's 4:30. It's 4:30.
Holbrook tells time with pizza.
The next day when I went by, there was like 20 Imperial boxes perfectly stacked on top of
I have one of the best pictures of that dumpster. One of the top 5 pictures.
That's funny. The dumpster said the same thing about you. A big whore. A big thanks to over to Headstrong, Steve and Brooke, our photographer and videographer, for taking pictures. Speaking of taking pictures, Josh Zahner. I'm gonna throw some pictures up there so you guys can see some of the amazing shots.
Ginger Snaps
here on
Ginger Snaps 913.
Go give him a follow
on Instagrammer.
He's the hardest one to talk about. Ginger Snaps with a Z.
Yeah.
913.
Yeah, his name's Josh Zahner. If you were there, he was the tall, bald guy with the red beard. But he gets in there. He just slinks his way in there and gets a great picture.
I mean, he can even make that look halfway decent.
If that doesn't get your knees to quiver, I don't know. Whatever.
You're like about to get kicked out of like a 2003 MTV dating show.
Actually, the awkwardness of the picture, it looks like one arm's like 2 feet longer than the other. Take my strong arm.
There's the bananas and the glow sticks that came out for Furby.
She has gotten a banana in the last 5 days.
Do you know how gassed I was after trying to blow those bananas up with Amanda Taylor?
Yep.
Yeah, this was.
By the way, those styrofoam glow sticks were a huge hit. We're gonna have them made.
Looking at the dumpster at the
end. We needed more than 100. How many glow sticks did we go?
100.
800. Glow sticks.
No. The styrofoam ones were only 100. I got 100 of those.
The actual glow sticks were 800.
This was the swearing in, right before the swearing in. I was at 6:10.
She's always getting it. This is weird. Always getting it.
Yeah, go give him a follow. He takes some good stuff.
PHCU, the greatest credit union in Delaware County. You don't even actually need to have an
You
input.
just did these ones.
Looked at these ones.
Go over to
Where were those
the
locations?
So Ridley Park, Havertown, and Glen Mills with a fourth one coming soon.
This one?
yeah, we did all. I think you're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
My two
That's
works
it.
and coaches.
But no, I mean, there's good. Once we're done collecting all the data between what Headstrong's videographer and photographer did, what we had our guy
We
Tony.
sent it to
Thank you,
China.
Tony. Want to throw him out there? Check out the Lou and Stu podcast. What's it called?
Lou and Stu cartoons. Just search Lou and Stu.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Good for the
I will say,
cartoons.
Steve says that this is one of his favorite videos to edit throughout the year.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's a fun one.
All right,
So-
that's good to hear. Delco drones. There's another one where you get some data from. She was out there flying that drone. One of the two drones, because also Fat Cow Jerky, Ron had his drone going with night vision on it later at night, so that was pretty cool. Can't wait to see that video.
When you think you're safe.
Yeah.
I think it had a stinger on it too.
Yeah, I'm like waiting to see like these like the heat vision and there's like somebody behind the dumpster going on.
I
Ew.
love it like Zayner's photos. I'm like, man, I look fat. I can't wait to fucking see me in thermal. Look like a cow just fucking
You guys see the-
waddling through
you
my
can actually
life.
see the
Security guys
gravitational
assembling his
pull.
net gun. You tell you about drones? Easy.
Big thanks to Penn Beverage for if you guys again we're there and I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it. I know I have
If you
one.
weren't, shame on you. That's fine. Whatever.
Here it is. This
Not helping you
cool
move.
outside pull up bar, is that what you call
Awesome.
it? With
Oh,
the
man,
four
that's a wonderful
TVs built
picture.
into it.
Jeez, Terry.
Yeah.
There's Terrence. He
It's
actually
a great picture. of
he
Lynn.
was
Terrence is a sponsor. Delco Day
You-
1 and 2.
yeah, he was one of the first couple sponsors at Delco Day. He helped Delco Day get on the map there.
There's the Malibu rum buckets.
I'm not
Yeah.
convinced.
We
But that
went
was
through
cool
all
as
of
hell.
the buckets, too. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I wanted a bucket, damn it. I couldn't drink it
They
because of
went
my
quick.
They
Guy,
did,
they were
they
great.
did.
We said buckets and Delco's like, by the bucket, bring it.
Yeah. Here's Delco drones. There you go. It was an awesome event. I had so much. I had fun filming the
I
video.
know.
So
I missed you.
yeah, we're gonna bring her on at one point and do just an interview with her at some time soon, so you can learn more about Delco drone productions.
We had a
as
nice
well.
little pseudo international influencer there called Pennsylvania Junkie, which is
Oh,
not
I
exactly
heard
what
about
it
this
sounds
person.
like.
Yeah.
Junkie.
She's got a great
Missed her.
She was fun.
she's got a great, TikTok and Instagram following where she goes to, like the odd parts of Pennsylvania, not
Can you pull
Philadelphia,
her
not
up?
Pittsburgh. She'll go to like, Strasburg, she'll go to Erie, she'll go to all the places in between you never heard of.
Strasburg. I see he had a stroke. He had a stroke in the midst of saying Strasburg. Strasburg.
So she went to York. Up there in Lake Erie, Johnstown. She's from Johnstown. But she had in all of her hundreds of videos, which are great and like they're well done and they're informative and they're well edited. She had never come to fucking Delaware County.
Yeah.
What?
So we reached out to her and we're like, you never done one in Delaware County. She's like, when should I come by? And it's like, we were like, oh, let's go to Pete's store. And then we're like, it started getting close to 6:10. We're like, why don't you come to the
Yeah,
most
Delco.
fucking
Oh,
Delco?
no.
Yeah, like we like didn't just say here, try Delco. Just put your toe in the Delco pond. We just pushed her in the deep end.
Into the J.
But I'll tell you right now, she had the most fun of her life.
I think she might have said this is the most fun she's ever had in the entire
Do
state.
you like getting after it?
Yeah. yeah. And the best part is the guy and her she came with, they're like,
Mr.
next time we're getting a room. We're staying overnight. We're staying out to 2 a.m. We're partying the whole way through.
Love it.
It does. They do too. Columbus Club.
Fuck sleeps after Delco Day. You go to the Columbus
I
Club.
was gonna say,
You
I-
find the purple
I
shit
like
and you stay awake until Monday.
Went right into the next shift.
Yeah.
But yeah, then like I said, I'm gonna go through some of these pictures and then we're gonna get to the numbers, which real shortly, guys. We're almost there. But we like leading up to it. Another thank you I want to thank is Peg DeGrassa, who
Oh my God.
always does a great write up about Delco Day in the Delco Times.
She's a gem.
Right, always a couple of weeks, just perfect timing. She's just perfect with her timing. Does knows us well. We've had her on the show. She's been covering Delco. What did she say, 30 plus years?
She could make
She's a
up
Delaware County
sentences about-
treasure.
She could.
Yeah.
She's like the AI of us, where she could literally just be like, "Oh, Delco Day," and just like put it together and it'd be right.
Yeah.
She's the best part of Delco Times. If you ever subscribe to $2 a month or whatever, it should all go to her. She's the best. On top, besides Peg, Kenneth Cooper of WHYY
Cooper,
and NPR, National Public Radio.
Yeah.
He has reached out to us the last 2 years. This dude is the correspondent for WHY and NPR itself. Like, this old Prairie House Companion fucking station.
Yeah.
He's spectacular. He's the Delaware County correspondent. He reaches out to us. Sometimes we reach out to him. He's thorough. He's just unbelievable at what he does.
John McBlain, huge help with us. He's supported Delco Day since the
first one.
The moment we said we want to make Delco Day an actual holiday, seconds later on our Facebook page, John McBlain had his hand up, and he made it happen. And then all the other politicians started to follow too. So John McBlain, and I see you laughing because I've been friends with his daughter. Great people because I've got to know them over the years. My son swam with his daughter and all that stuff. But great people, and he just supports us and is an awesome dude. He is a Delco. He's a Delco staple himself.
Yes, sir.
PSG made it.
PSG, love him.
Did a great job. Always there, trying to.
Can I go on a little heartfelt tirade about him too?
Yeah, you did.
All right. So look, a lot of people, you see him on the TV, and sometimes you may mock him or whatever. I got to tell you, this is a dude who we know since the character became a thing and all that stuff. And yeah, it is when you say it out loud, silly. This is someone who just goes to games and tries to get on TV. Let me tell you something. This dude has actually turned it into 4, 5, 6 years of actually committing to it, building a fan base, and making it into a career doing exactly what he wants to do. So he is actually like the most Delco thing I can think of, where he turned something remotely silly and actually made it into something. And I love what he does. I respect him. The dude who portrays PSG, Jamie Pileggi, is actually one of the nicest people on the fucking planet. And I actually do suggest you go follow him.
It looks like Pileggi we're spelling, but it's
I'm pronouncing it phonetically.
He did phonetically.
The dude's go follow him. I've had he's the best.
And like I said, because we have a lot of new.
Until you corrected the last name.
Paye.
Yeah,
it's not French. He's Italian.
Just turn on your computer or phone, and you'll see him.
And
he's not Nemo.
And again, for those who are just joining us, we're still trying to raise a couple bucks here to hit a certain number. I put the pledge link up on YouTube and Facebook one more time, so please feel free to click.
We didn't want to raise $99,750.
Yeah, we need to
just give us the extra $250.
Yeah, we want to hit that extra. We want to get to the $100,000. We're almost there.
Jeez,
we need your help. We need to get to $100,000. I think I grabbed every thank you there, but we said we had Ken from WHYY. We have Peg as well. And there was another write up about us in the Springfield Neighbor. I don't know much about that, but I said a big thank you to those guys.
It was a great interview I did with. Forget their name.
Homework never told.
I'm truly sorry that I forget your name. I'm truly sorry.
High when it happened.
It happened at Tony's.
I'm truly sorry I forget your name on a lot of entities that forgot our name over the last couple of days. But I truly am sorry that I forget your name, and I'll post something about it.
But one of them was you wouldn't have been able to see it until according to Delco Day, but we had a great interview on Thursday with the Delco duo on PHL 17, and I actually clipped it out. So I'm going to play that right now.
The broadcast was preempted.
95
decided to blow the fuck up
because it's Monica and Jenna, two Delco girls.
If you may not know from Delco duo, they're also one is the weather girl, one is the traffic girl for the PHL 17.
Yeah. It's 2023. You mean weather person and
Monica does the weather.
Person?
Monica does the weather, and Jenna does the traffic on PHL 17 on the morning news.
This is why I don't like you.
This is Mandy the beer wench.
So 610 is Delco Day.
Right, and that's the area code most people in Delco have.
Yes. And a lot of fun, different things happen on Delco Day.
Right.
All due to some really cool guys that we have the opportunity to speak with and kind of tell us about how it started.
Right.
And what Delco Day really is.
Yeah, the guys from Delco Live. So they made it happen and they talked with us about Delco Day.
All right, we have Chris, and Al from Delco Live, a competing podcast, but we don't mind. We all love our friends from Delco. Hi, guys.
Hello, ladies.
Thanks so much for joining us, keeping it very easy with two Chris's and Al. We appreciate that. And we're so excited because this is a special episode for the Delco duo because it is Delco Day 610. And you guys actually started Delco Day. So tell us a little bit about it, the idea, and kind of what it entails.
So the original like grassroots creation of this started within like the punk music scene where we would go into Philly and we would actually do like a Delco night with like a bunch of like bands out Delaware County instead of an 80s night or like a goth night or anything like that. And then once Delco Live started up, we transitioned it into a full celebration of everything that is Delco. That started in 2016. It started at a little bar on Westchester Pike that isn't even there anymore, and it's grown ever since. The first right now we're doing it always went to charity. Right now, since Delco Day 3 to present, it's gone to the Headstrong Foundation, which is a great Delaware County born, bred, and currently operating charity that provides housing to cancer patients and their families that have to come here from out of the area. And we went from raising a couple $100s to raising tens of thousands of dollars.
I love it. I love it. And I love to hear that it's for charity. But why do you think, Al, Delco deserves its own day?
Why not? I mean, Delco is just, it's always been a fun, loving place, but also like we can make fun of ourselves. You can't do it. And when bringing everybody to Delco together, sometimes that could be a problem, but Delco Day has always been a good, fun time. Nobody's ever had any issues at Delco Days, and always just raising money and funds for a great charity and partying at the same time. What's more Delco than that?
Absolutely.
And it's an official day, right? Like this is recognized as an official 610. So for someone who's not familiar, why is 610 the actual day? What's with the numbers?
So it started because we literally sat there one day and realized that our area code is 610. That's how every phone number around here used to start until 44 came in. And we're like, oh, that could be June 10th on a calendar, 610. Okay, cool. And then that's how it started. And we've kept it going alive. And yeah, since 2018, so Delco Day 3 by our standards, it's been on the books in Harrisburg. They go up there, our state representatives go up there, give a nice little speech about Delaware County. Shockingly, it's passed unanimously every year. No other counties have spoke out against it.
You don't have the representative from Montco? Like, no way. We're sick of this guy.
I'm actually waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, well,
it'd be a good way to get your name in the papers to be like, oh, they hate a charity day that the county uses to celebrate.
Delco Day can certainly cross the aisle.
Yeah.
Totally bipartisan.
I do love that because it's Delco's become just such a so famous. It's not just Delco, really. I'm sure you're getting support from outside the county.
Yeah, just even Delco Live's views in general is it's a good amount within the county right now, but a lot of them are the people who moved out of town that just want to hear what's going on out here. Some people just call in just to hear our accents and show their friends out. If they moved to Albuquerque or moved to like Montana, they're like, oh no, that's the way we talk back there.
Yeah, that's how they say hoagie.
Yeah, this is how they say hoagie, phone, home, water, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw that, you have sort of a swearing in for non-Delconians. What's that about? Because both of our husbands are actually not Delco boys, and that was something that we had to come to terms with. So what is the swearing in of a non-Delconian?
Yeah, I forget exactly which one that started at. I want to say it happened around 4 or 6. I forget. But the first few years we did it, there was people who would actually be like, but I'm not like originally from Delco. Can I go? And it's like, yeah, it's a celebration of Delco. They're like, good. I love this county. I wish I could say I was from Delco. At 610 on 610, we swear in anyone who's not from this county that wants to be an honorary Delconian, and we've sworn in people from Montgomery County, Chester County, but we've sworn in people from as far away as Pakistan, India, Italy, Greece, Australia. We had one year, and
New Jersey,
and they love their little flags. We have a couple of local politicians that may have moved here later in life, gotten to political office, and some of them actually have their little flags in their office. So if anyone says, you're not even from here, be like, haha, yes, I am.
Yeah, I got sworn in. So our husbands, both New England guys, it's been tough, but I actually feel they have become more Delco than us. Yes. They just really,
they've embraced the culture.
Yes, absolutely. They love it.
Did you guys go husband shopping in New England? Is that just how it works? I'm not sure how that happens.
We just drove up the Merritt Parkway.
A husband.
To be fair, we met them both in Philadelphia, so it's not our fault. It's not our fault. I'm like, that's your problem.
Was it like a Celtics Sixers game or something?
My husband's Knicks, so it's not, and Yankees.
Oh, what's he like? Connecticut. There you go. All right.
I've got a Celtics fan though. He's New Hampshire, so
can they get sworn in?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll even make custom flags. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my girlfriend is out there. She's made 50 flags already, taking custom requests on our Facebook page, which everyone should go like and follow right now. Delco Live, and you can follow us on Instagram at Delco_live.
There you go.
And what is Delco Live? If our watchers right now, our viewers, they're like, okay, I want more of these guys. Tell us about Delco Live.
Al has his own little thing.
That's not going to
happen.
Nobody's going to look at us and want more. Trust me. It's only less.
Al has his whole PR speech ready for what we are. And you're going to hear the phrase internet radio a lot. Or a podcast. But Al, tell us about our internet radio show.
We are a live internet-based radio show. We podcast the show at the end. But no, we do a live show every other Tuesday with sprinkled in pre-recorded stuff. Kind of like what we're doing here, we talk about Delco, we talk about things going on in Delco, but we also just talk about things from a Delco perspective. Just funny or something that happened to us during the day. If he's stuck in traffic and he wants to come in and vent, he'll do that. Because we found out one day we're sitting around, we're just talking, and people are like around us laughing at what we're talking about. We're like, well, let's try doing this on camera.
Isn't that how every podcast starts?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how this show started for us too. Yeah. We just decided that we had a lot of ideas that we needed to share with people.
With the phrase, if a microphone was in front of us, we could sell.
Yeah, I think that did come up. I mean, then we started in my basement and grew all the way up to we have our own studio here in Seacane, Pennsylvania, right here, and then 19018.
Right behind Imperial Pizza, home of the Sandy Beach pizzas.
Oh, the Sandy Beach, we love it.
We'll come out to Delco Day and you can actually get some slices of Sandy Beach.
They're going to be dropping off pizzas every 2.5 hours throughout the day and night.
And Delco Day from 2 p.m. till 2 a.m.
Yep. So we're still going.
We're still going.
Yep. Oh, if you're watching this live, you can still catch the last shipment of Imperial showing up.
Perfect.
Get out the door.
Yep.
Finish watching the show and then head that way. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Yep.
Thanks, ladies. Thank you.
They are bringing so much fun to Delco Day. So much fun talking with them.
Yeah, and by the time this show's over, there's still 2 hours left of Delco Day, so they have a ton of bands.
We're waving
They've
to
got
them.
Games. Yeah, if you have us on at Jt Brewskis right now, you probably can't hear us. They're probably just watching it muted, but
absolutely.
Hopefully you are having an amazing Delco Day. I think by this point, they have been having an amazing Delco Day.
And next year, after this little guy comes, we're going to Delco Day.
We're going to Delco Day.
Well, I loved it. I loved it. I haven't actually seen it till right now. I wanted to watch it with you guys, especially because it aired during the right in the middle of it was 11:30, right?
Yeah. You were essentially telling people turn their show off and come to Delco. No, I know.
Bold.
They were awesome.
Bold move, Cotton.
They were awesome.
So anyway, before we get into like the numbers and all that.
We're about there.
We are about there. We'll get to Brewskis in a second. I want you guys to put together like the greatest promo you can ever for what you guys do and what's coming up. Tell us about Headstrong in itself. We never we promote it and we just start out with like, oh, it gives free housing to cancer patients and their families, whatever. What's the mission statement? Tell us all about it.
So our mission statement's pretty simple. It's just to improve the lives of those affected by cancer. And the Headstrong Foundation was actually founded in Ridley. Our founder, his name was Nicholas Kaluri, and he passed away of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma when he was in college. He was a D1 lacrosse player at Hofstra University.
But before that, Ridley High School, correct?
Hell yeah.
Before that, he was multi-sport athlete at Ridley High School. He didn't only play lacrosse. He also did football and I believe wrestling. And so they founded Headstrong from his hospital bed. He had this vision. He kind of saw things that were happening around him, all the disparities that families were going through, and he didn't want families to suffer like his did. So his dying wish was to have his family continue Headstrong and make it what it is today. I know I said this earlier, but we're 15 years out, and we've helped over 27,000 families since then. I don't think the Calories, not to speak for them, I'm sure they would say the same thing, ever expected it to like really blow up as big as it did. And I'm actually a cancer survivor myself, so it means a lot to be working with the foundation. So we offer financial, residential, and emotional support. Financial support, as you guys saw at Delco Day, we like to have benefactors at all of our events. Most of our benefactors are local just due to the fact that most of our events are local. And then we also send out financial assistance throughout the country. We have a residential assistance home in Swarthmore, PA that is also, we are expanding. It's called Nick's House. We'll be expanding to Boston within the next few years. And then the goal big time is to also expand to New York and Baltimore. But we can house up to 6 families at a time at Nick's house, and they can stay there as long as they need for free while they're going through cancer treatment. Philadelphia obviously has some of the most innovative cancer treatments, as well as Boston, which is why we're expanding there.
Yeah, just slap 'em. You can throw anything you want at them.
Yeah, so the need is very necessary. We've had over the past year just so many people reaching out. So it's been a lot, but it's events like these that really help us to be able to do what we do day in and day out.
So the house in Swarthmore, is the house in Holmes still a thing, or is it just solely Swarthmore?
So we moved Nick's house to Swarthmore in 2017, and then we were running our offices outside of the house in Holmes. And then our team expanded. We got a little big and we outgrew the space. So we just actually moved down to Woodland.
Yeah.
So we are there now in a brand new office.
Behind the old Valleys?
Yes.
It's where the old.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got a chance.
Right across the street from Hunt's, if you're wondering.
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
where-
that.
Yeah.
It is across the street.
We got a
I know that.
chance. We got a chance last year to visit Nick's house with Jeff brought us through, and there was the second best person that ever run a Delco Day.
Jeffrey Oldhat.
But we
He's gonna
actually
kill us.
got to meet a
He's
couple.
watching.
I know.
Yeah, we love Jeff.
He's the best.
We got to
He
meet
should be
a
Canada's
couple that
saint.
was
Don't
a
hit me,
patient
Jeff.
that was staying there, and just to talk to them and to see how much it meant for them. Like, imagine you had cancer. Like, if you're watching this now, imagine you get diagnosed with cancer, and they're saying you have to travel, 1,000 miles at minimum away, and you need to go for 6 months treatment, and you don't have the money to pay for that. Like, you have to choose between just saving yourself, getting life-saving treatment, or just going broke and just trying to find the funds to do that. And that's where Nick's
And
house
that's
comes
like
in.
something that we see every day. It's something the Calories had to do. They had to relocate to Maryland. It was kind of their last option to get Nick a different type of treatment to try to save him. And as of last year, we actually housed somebody from every single state in the United States.
Oh,
So that
wow.
was a big
Wow.
milestone we hit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it hit home for us. Like I said, when Holbrook and I started doing this, we actually got to go see Nick's house for the first time. And there was this, and a lot of times, you don't. There's cancer hits everybody, young, old, doesn't matter your race, your religion. It hits everybody. And there was an older couple who were staying there, and the guy told us they were, I think it was like North Jersey area, like a couple hours away, and they, it's just something you don't think about. Like we're so used to having what we have around here. And he said, and he was telling us like, well, we didn't have the funds. We weren't rich people. We had enough money to survive. But if I had to get my treatment, I would have to sell my house. I wouldn't be living out of a box. What would my quality of life be after the fact?
You'd be in financial ruin.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got me and Holbrook blubbering like little babies there, like just tears rolling down our face. Like,
well, he had lung cancer, had like a transplant, beat lung cancer, and was taking the stairs easier than I did. He literally got to the third floor. We're just like, up for a game of squash, and I was like, I'm dying. I've been up one step.
But yeah, yes, Holbrook hates steps.
I wish that was a joke.
Yeah, that's not a joke. But it's things like that we don't think of, and that's one of the many things that they do at Headstrong. People who are local, they are helping still help them find the right type of treatment they need.
Yeah.
And I've seen
It's
some
not
of the
just housing, yeah.
and I've seen some of the emotional support like that they were able to give people. So it makes it a lot easier for when we deal with this, because our first couple years of doing Delco Day was not Headstrong. Headstrong didn't come to Delco Day 3, and it was Vestacop, which is another thing that we didn't really know about that was like you always kind of assume like cops get their badge, their gun, their uniform, and a flak jacket, but apparently that's not true. And they were helping make sure that was something that they would all have. But they kind of became self-sustained with their backing, and we met with Headstrong, and we met Jeff, and there was the story that everybody knows about where the lady was upset about all the crazy cancer patient parties that would be thrown in Swarthmore, and that they
All
didn't
you
want
have
the
to do is make us mad, and we'll make an event bigger.
yeah. Seriously, we had a state holiday grow out of anger from somebody being double downing on their stupidity on the news. So it doesn't take much for us to want
and to go off what you said when we went there the first time. I think it was after Delco Day 3 or 4, and we got to meet the individuals. It was they were individuals from like in their early 20s to their 70s.
Mhm.
It's for families. It's not just like the dad has and the kids get to go on like color or whatever. It's like grown adults because their 29-year-old was like a hedge fund manager in Conshohocken, and all of a sudden is like on their deathbed, and they just need to be here just in case something happens. Like, it's absolutely insane, and it's not just like it's not people from Fiji, it's not people from like Papua New Guinea, it's people from like parts of the like the area you wouldn't even remember, like northeast PA, like near the Canada border, people from like northwest New Jersey, like not near New York, people from like rural Texas.
Well, like Jim, the recipient, that when he was talking at Delco Day, he was talking about like you guys also go in. They also Headstrong also goes in the hospitals.
Yeah.
Right.
We hand out comfort kits 4 times a year.
Mhm.
Actually in the hospital. We also serve Thanksgiving dinner on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving at Penn.
And we actually last year, I believe, we did some interviews on one of our episodes, and people would call in and tell their story. And the one family, I believe, were from Tennessee. So like you said, you had every state has been involved with. So, and again, something we don't think about because this area is just one of the top areas in the country for cancer treatment between Delaware, New Jersey, Southern Jersey.
Yeah, we could take a 20-minute drive. We could take God forbid, you could take a 20-minute drive if you live around here if you needed to get treatment.
The idea behind Nick's house was actually found on the fact that the Calories were talking to another family in the hospital, and they found out that they were actually living out of their car for 120 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why Nick wanted to create Nick's house.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about Nick's house is we don't only house the family, we also house the patient,
Mhm.
which a lot of places don't do, and we do every single age, every single type of cancer as well.
And one cool thing about that house is just like, so especially in today's world post-pandemic, is the basement is basically like a whole bunch of like little cubicles where if you have the ability to work from home, you can uproot, come there, and you can continue on like as if you're basically working in your office still. It's above and beyond, literally from basement to attic. Just well thought out. All like that's one of the main things of when they got the house in 2018 or 17 when we got involved with the neighbor who there's a special spot for her in hell. I'll be waiting for her. Is it
I'm not sure I know that
super
story.
ADA accessible. It's literally those are high risk cancer patients that are actively treating. That's why it's just a lot of people, especially when we started working with Headstrong, reach out to us like, can I send like my 3rd grade class by to like plant flowers? Can we come by and paint the place? Can we do this? I'm like, no, you can't. Like it needs to be a safe house. Like it actually does.
like from the paint down, everything is specially made
It needs
for
to
them.
basically be a doctor's office at the same time. Like the first time I went there, I literally for the first time
asked him not to
I actually
come in.
showered.
You showered?
I did this weird thing where,
Wow.
like, you go into your bathroom, the thing next to the toilet, and you turn on the hot water, then the cold water, and then there's this thing with an S. Soap? And
SOAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually, if water hits his hair, actually the gray runs out. But
I noticed that it was one thing that Jeff kind of was telling us about. It's real peaceful. You guys want to make a real like private, peaceful environment for these families as they're going through
close to
this,
public
you know?
transportation, all that kind of stuff. It kind of
There
fits.
was a lot of thought put into location because it's right near the college. People can go there if they want like a good environment, just like lifting spirits. The town's right there that they can walk to. Transportation's right there if they need to get to the city and they don't have a car. We also there's no signs or anything saying it's Nick's house. And that was a decision we made to keep it private, as you said.
I like that. I like that. One thing that Jeff told us early on is when we were just like, what can we do to like directly help out Nick's house? and he said one of the main things you can do to send is send Uber gift cards, because a lot of you're going to Penn, you're battling cancer, you're not going to want to take the train, you're not going to want to do whatever. So Uber was a.
I'm not battling cancer, and I don't want to take the train.
Yeah.
Or SEPTA.
It also costs a lot of money to park there as well.
Yes.
So to be
Yes.
staying there for like,
Yes.
even I go there for follow-up appointments with oncology, and just to be there for like an hour is like $7.
Yeah.
An hour?
Yeah.
Oh
At
yeah.
the hospital.
It's crazy.
Oh,
You might as well
the
just take the parking ticket then for like $37, right?
dude. I'm talking years ago. I took my grandfather down to the hospital. I forget which one, Presby or something. He had heart surgery, and he had to go for his checkup. And literally, it's like $12 for the first 30 minutes of parking there.
Yeah.
And this is, I'm talking 20 years ago, and I'm driving him down there. He liked to beat the system. He goes, "Yeah, go hit the button real quick so we get a ticket. So it looks like we're only here for 5 minutes." But no, it's just little things like that, like parking. It goes a long way.
Is that still like a Headstrong thing, like send Uber gift cards if need be?
Yeah, we have people send Uber gift cards. We also have like any like comfort kit supplies or like house supplies. We're always looking for those.
And the
as
link's
well.
up here too. This isn't just for Delco Day. This is the link you can use all the time to donate. And like I said, if it's $5, you could put a recurring donation on there too. If you just wanted something, everybody here can be affected by cancer one way or another.
It's like the best OnlyFans you can subscribe to. Yes.
So tell us about Jt Brewskis. No, but yeah, follow that one up, right?
No, you're.
I feel
Much like OnlyFans, we're here to serve the community.
But we're
Shannon,
actually
your work for this was absolutely above and beyond. Was above and beyond. Headstrong is above and beyond. They're the best, but like you stepped it up, and we're just spectacular.
It was a tight run ship by
Yeah.
for sure.
You kept them in
Should be-
line.
you
The
should be-
allotment of the times that people need to be there. The volunteers, all the volunteers, smart, intuitive, like there. We've not like had problems in the past, but like people would be asking like simple questions, be like, I don't know. Like they had confidence. That was a big thing, is they had confidence to handle things, and I think that played into a reason we raised collectively the number that we're going to give in a little bit.
BHCU.
don't they have like 3 locations?
3 of them. Is one of them Ridley Park?
Ridley Park's my favorite.
But if you're
That
not,
was your favorite.
if you're maybe more in the north in the county, you can go to their Havertown location. And if for some reason you're heading down to Delaware, maybe to buy cheap booze or something, you can head to their Glen Mills location right across the street from Britton Lake.
And there's our boy David Archer. You can't really
There
see
he
the
is.
guns in there,
Handsome
but
bastard.
Oh,
What a handsome
He's got a
bastard he
concealed
is.
permit.
one of the
right
few
now.
people to
fight
get
and fight well.
Yeah, David,
fight you in the law.
And in the
he's
courtroom.
awesome.
Yeah.
I object, Your Honor.
He was one of the few people who got honored with the Delco Day 8
God, I didn't even
pennies.
remember
The pennies. I believe Jen, you got one. Andy, you got one. Dave, we gave him one because the people help us do what we do. There's Freddie and his family again. And here's the School Rock. We were talking about them. This kid's already the coolest dude in the
Oh
world.
my gosh, his kick at the end was impeccable.
You know, this kid
uses confidence.
And the other kid who came into the leather jacket, I was expecting like a fake candy cigarette in his mouth. His whole energy walking in the door was like, you know what? I'm here to kick ass.
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass man who's been playing guitar for 25 years and like helped start this event. And I literally watched their performance, sat down at the bar, said, I need a double Jaeger bomb. I refuse to be outplayed by children.
That was my biggest regret, is that I didn't get to see that
Oh
or
my God,
most
they
of the
were
bands, but
amazing.
I
They were
was
kicking
so
ass.
excited to see the School of Rock, and I missed pretty much all of it.
Those kids' aesthetic was on.
Oh my
Oh, that-
God, the charisma oozing it. I'm surprised there wasn't an ecological disaster.
I looked around to see who their parents were, and I just saw like adults like headbanging. I was like, "That's them. That's them."
Great,
right
great
there.
flags by Danielle. Great flags.
Yeah. Thank God finally Holbrook found a way of bringing something to the table.
Oh, baby daddy.
He brought Danielle to the table.
That's Thomas. He's the fucking man. Is
Yeah.
that our senator?
That's Tim Kearney.
He's got the
Man.
shirt on and all.
Oh, shit. You guys got a lot of pictures for the 9 minutes he was there.
Yeah, you gotta get it in, baby. You know what I mean?
Slated. Berserker.
Yeah.
Slated.
Which band was that?
That's
Berserker.
Berserker.
Terrible. The worst. Don't book them.
The singer is pretty good.
Here's
Singer's
just,
pretty
here's
good.
just a take. Now, reminder, this is early on, like 6, 7 latest. This was just a taste of
Yeah,
what
it
we
was
had.
before. So it was
No,
before.
it's definitely
and,
after
and
six.
the
just Kevin
inside was
Fair.
packed too. Like the outside was so
Yeah.
spacious that it wasn't packed. It seemed like it wasn't that crowded. But when you went inside where there's actual borders, like it was wall to wall. Like, and the parking lot really gave us an opportunity to like spread shit out.
Yeah. There was a couple times where I went inside to see what's going on. I opened up the door and be like,
outside,
nah,
baby.
nah. I'll go inside and cool
Oh
off.
my God,
Nope.
This girl was living her good
Yeah.
life.
It was
That was
Furby.
you, Taylor.
That was
Woo!
Furby.
Yeah,
Getting it.
getting it.
Stank face and all.
The weirdest part is it was a sound check. Buzzkill. Book
Buzzkill.
them. Anywhere you go, book them. They fucking bring it. Look at those pants.
And our boy John McClane again,
Their drummer
Hero.
was
Sir.
so
hero of the day.
Yes, sir.
And one last one. It's the ass kicking pizza delivery guy from the Coco's
He
in
had
Aston.
the best day.
Oh yeah, he
He still lives in this area code? Jesus. For him.
yeah, like he
You want to talk about dude who won Delco Day? It's him. He had the best
Like
day.
Delco Bay.
That's-
He's the guy who kicked the guy who was running from the cops. He's the Coco Deliveries guy that kicked him in.
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
He just wanted to be
Tyler.
Batman, like also Justice.
Tyler.
That was great.
He really was Spider-Man. He was delivering
Did-
pizzas, fighting crime.
didn't spill
Did
the
not know
pizza.
this.
Didn't spill the pizza.
Not at all.
Didn't know this until halfway through the event when he told me. He actually, number one, he was like one of the highest ranked like lacrosse players in like Delaware County
Here come
history.
the credentials.
He played in a bunch of Headstrong tournaments
Oh,
and has the record for ejections from Headstrong tournaments.
I mean, the dude's like 6'5", and there's
No, he's not
Did you
out.
see
That
that?
man's 7 foot fucking
Dude, he was
tall.
standing at the
Yeah.
doorstep and swept the dude at the
As
sidewalk.
as,
with ice.
yeah, like it's he's a badass.
Hell, I'm 6'2" and I get vertigo fucking trying to look at his nipples.
Yeah, but that's just because your blood pressure and your bad health.
True.
But again, guys, real quick, thank you to everybody in this room. Shannon, thank you for taking on. I don't know. I really, part of me wonders, did Jeff kind of like sit down with you? All right, Shannon, we need to talk. Like,
He was walking in.
let me kind of get. Here's the dossier on Holbrook. Here's the dossier on
This
Al.
one's the leader.
Staying 5 feet away from it at all times. Don't feed them after
Have you ever
midnight.
looked fear in the eyes?
Yes.
He didn't say that, but maybe if it was one of my coworkers that's not from Delco, he would have sat them down. But
Okay.
like, I know what
You're
Delco's
okay.
like.
Okay, so he figured you're
Born and
okay.
raised. He's like, yeah, she'll be fine.
What town you from?
I'm originally from Ridley, but now I live in
Yeah, yeah.
Havertown.
Run your
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
credentials.
He certainly so Jeff knows Slouch, and he knew that you could handle this, and you knocked it out of the park, just as you
Yeah.
guys did too.
We're both Ridley.
Yeah,
Something
strong
about-
Ridley presence in this room.
It was nice to have the one night away.
If there's ever a slip we could fill out to get a raise within Headstrong, you would be number one.
I hope Jeff is still listening.
No. And then Mandy, you guys just again slated.
Yeah, you guys
You were
are
on
awesome.
you were on top of us more than any woman should be on top of us. Like you were
My
there covering. You were making sure things were done right, and I appreciate that
The
because
level of preparation is something that hasn't been seen in most establishments. like,
Mandy
ever.
will not allow herself to come short on it. Her anxiety is her superpower.
It
She
plays
worried
yes.
about the number of
and the
hot
fact
dogs
that you're
she might
married to
be
Pat
extra.
Murphy.
Yeah.
You were prepared for the
Shout out Pat
ridiculousness.
Did you have
Shout out
everybody?
Pat Murphy always.
Did you have your whole crew around and give them like a Wolf of Wall Street? That, like,
Absolutely not. I didn't have any prep speech. No,
No.
like what do you call it in the restaurant business? It's like the pre-show or whatever.
Yeah.
None of that
Nah.
happened.
No, she did. She
Literally,
walked in at like
we-
1:30. Was like, all right, you guys ready to do this
Yeah.
thing?
I
We're
was
like,
like,
oh, there's
So
a thing today.
I closed the night before Tom, the owner, was out of town. So I was like, I'm not showing up till 1, everything. And honestly, I didn't have to because even though I do manage Brewskis, it's not like I manage the staff. I've been there for 12 years. I'd say on average, every individual has been there for 5 or 6 years. No one needs management. That's not my job. My job
Yeah.
is to support
Have you met Holbrook?
this team.
Management well needed.
Al, they're called rankers.
you definitely had confidence in everybody. You
No,
were
no.
confident.
You were confident. It oozed out to everybody. Not one there wasn't a person in the corner like, oh my god, we're getting into what are we getting into.
No.
Um,
Brewskis is a family. We've always been. Everybody there is not
You
only
guys really are.
we
Yeah.
really are.
Yeah,
Like,
you
and
really
I don't
are.
say
Very
that
tight
to be
knit
corny,
group.
but like we really truly are just like all great.
And-
We're all great.
And I think you understood the
fun.
fact that there is months and months and months of planning this. Like
Yeah.
we start talking in November into December, and then we start doing into December, into January, and people don't get that part of it, but you did. So
Well, so-
congrats to you for figuring that out pretty quickly.
And also to Tom, so Tom really, really wanted to be there that day. I mean, he was super excited about
I call
the event
bullshit on that.
in general what it was for, but he had the trip planned, and it was what it was. And I said after Holbrook had texted me and said, "Do you guys want to host Delco Day? Does Brewskis want to host Delco Day?" I had said that, I brought it up to him, and he was like, "I'll be out of town, but if you want to run with it, run with it." And here we are, and we had a bunch of meetings, but a lot of
The smells got very used to pretty quickly.
You guys want to host an event this summer? And it was, is it
Yeah,
Delco Day? I said,
That's not when I
maybe.
got it.
Phone call.
Hey man,
Let's get it going.
We're hosting Delco Day. I said, "Have you ever been to a Delco Day?" She said, "No." I said,
Nope.
"Okay,
We
we'll
said
start there."
it was really easy. I can tell you exactly what happened. We said, "Mandy, you want to host Delco Day?" And she went like
Yep.
this. This is what she said. That's all she said. Yeah, get it.
I like
Danielle again bringing good idea. We didn't mention, so we went back to Brewskis. They actually invited us back the following day to pick up our gear, get your shit, get out. But there was a lost diamond bracelet in the garbage. And all right, because we're going to start announcing numbers. So let's talk about the numbers of people who walk through the door. We're at what's the rough estimate?
27,000.
27,000.
We're at like 1,600 throughout the day.
Yeah.
So the fact that number one, this bracelet didn't get picked up, or what time of day we lost it, is number one astronaut. That's crazy.
1,600 people's worth of garbage, might I
Yeah.
add. They had to dig through to find it.
Our trash gets taken on Friday night, and by Saturday night, not only was it completely full, but it was on this on the side.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
And the fact that we were able to
Like, who do
find
I call?
this diamond bracelet is amazing on its own. And once again, kudos to
And
your
that was
staff for
JP.
doing that.
So
And JP, and
JP is our head
Yeah.
chef. He was the one that was told about the bracelet.
He's the
He was
GTA
actually
loading
digging
screen.
through the trash to find the special for Sunday, and he happened to find the bracelet, so that worked out. No,
Win-win.
The bracelet was actually the wife of a guy who came out to Delco Day to celebrate his birthday.
Yes.
Reached out to us the day before.
Nice.
Yes, and we had somebody celebrating for which I guess her bachelorette party. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, Casey.
Do you know her? Okay, I didn't know.
Bride-
You knew.
yeah, it was her bridal shower.
It said
I think it was her
bride
bridal
today.
shower.
It's the girl right here with the
Casey.
heart-shaped sunglasses in the middle
That's
on.
Casey.
She was so Darby Colin, it was not funny. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
She was amazing. She made my night. You couldn't handle me. I'm not trying to. That's what I told her. I'm not trying to.
Man, please stop hurting me.
Yeah.
She brought her own Tahitian treat.
Yeah.
Was it?
Sorry, thank you for appreciating that. A lot of people don't get that joke.
She
She brought her own Tahitian treat. Lucy's International.
She shanked me and then left said I was never here.
Was it pineapple? Al's favorite
It's my
pineapple.
favorite. My
They
favorite.
it was also recipient Jim Sanino's birthday.
Here's another person who's at Delco Day. Hey, KGG, how you doing, hon? Jeff wants to chime in here. After we broke the stones, is all good. Props to the gang. The next day I went to get the tents. There was a guy still drunk wandering around for his phone.
We call him Holbrook.
He gave me $3 he found a lot and a high five. And he said, I lost my phone. That was one hell of a party.
That was our dishwasher too.
Yeah,
He was out there like 8 a.m. religiously sweeping that parking lot. Like, where did this mess come from? I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
So add $3 to the total.
Yeah, but no, it's amazing. So we said we're roughly around. We said 1,600 people came through. Now let's talk about the money raised.
What was the number of people who went through?
We're saying 1,600.
Yeah, we're saying 18.
Yeah, we're clocking 1,400 altogether, and then we're accounting for the performers and the kids that came through that we didn't even bother scanning or doing anything. So you're taking an extra 200.
We just gave them beer and they were happy.
People, regular
That's a joke. It's just a joke. Shh, that never happened. It's a joke. I swear to God.
Regular Delconians who were confused about what was happening at the bar, even though we had advertised it for months ahead.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the amount of people that walked
Wait,
up and
it's
went,
Saturday?
What the heck is this? Like, you weren't a true Delconian until you walked up confused about the event that was happening.
Didn't one guy say, I've been coming here for 50 years?
One guy goes, I've been coming here for 50 years. I didn't never pay to cover. I said, it's for cancer. He goes,
All right.
well, I'm an asshole.
You'd be surprised.
What a turn of events from the last year we had.
At every Delco Day, you'll get that crusty regular who tries to beat the $6.10. It's everyone. It's everyone.
They weren't even trying to beat the $6. They were just had existed in this world. We're so oblivious to the idea that something different was happening.
I spend every night here, and I walk by that poster on the wall 400 times, and you're telling me it's happening today?
I can't park my car in this crowd of people.
No, it was amazing. So about we're saying, all right, we were saying about 1,800, give or take.
1,800.
1,800.
Great tequila.
So, again, we're not charging a lot at the door, $6.10. And if you want the t-shirt with a $25 deal, and then anybody want to donate extra and those kind of things. But, Sean, since you're the only one who can count that high.
What was the grand total raise by the 1,800 people that attended Delco Day 8 on June 10th at Jt Brewskis, presented by Delco Live and sponsored by BHCU Credit Union, with 3 convenient locations in Ridley Park, Havertown, and Glen Mills.
Wow.
What was the total financial number, the highest number you can tell us, legally, raised?
Total raised was $22,200.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Biggest Delco Day yet.
That again is
Most money raised
at the door.
Most money and people.
Most money raised. Yeah,
I know, guys. Like all jokes aside, thank you guys. And like I said, when we do these type of events and we do Delco Day, we get to meet new people, we get to deal with new people in the county. We get to offend new people in the county. People are super excited on the chat. We got Carrie coming in. She's moister than an oyster. We got hell yeah.
Jeremy is an employee at Jt Brewskis who has played the last 4 Delco days and was scheduled to do this, but he actually can't because he's got a really bad back problem right now. He was just as part of. He was the honorary, like when you win a championship and someone's on the IR. That's it. That's it.
Next year we'll be playing.
He's our Reese Hoskins right now.
He played last year.
Doing this?
He played last year.
Are we committing?
Let me at least light my cigarette first, there, Mandy Claus.
I know. I'm still lying in bed smoking a cigarette. You're asking me to put a ring on it.
Want to see us do it again?
Okay.
Our goal rules, we literally don't discuss it at all, no matter what, until the Saturday before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. So cool.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. We have
We'll talk then.
the one thing we will mention is coming up in the summer, which we would like you guys to attend and anybody else listening, is the Delco Masters. So, which Jt Brewskis was a part of 2 years ago.
Yes, they were, and they were great.
Yes, they were. We did the after party at Jt Brewskis because the Masters is at the Clifton Heights Putt-Putt. And is one of the most amazing times outside of Delco Day that you can do. So we will have all the information coming up shortly. But
5th annual, 6th annual?
Last year was the 4th, so this will be the 5th, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna need a 6-minute review of that compared to 6 months.
Yeah, we have an idea. I have a couple ideas that we're gonna try to change up a little bit.
Yeah,
we really want guys from Delco Day as representatives, and the twosomes that we put on the amazing putt-putt greens. They roll so well at putt-putt. And you know what? Maybe I'll take you on at the Simpsons arcade game later. Afterwards, we'll have a little backup tournament. But
if you're one of the Delco Masters, is the regular Masters where you get teamed up with another golfer, regardless of who it is or whatever. You're not playing against them; you're just teamed up with them. And we send you out there on the course, and you play in doubles, and lowest score wins, obviously. And the last 2 years have been exquisite finales.
Yeah,
that have come down to shootouts,
total shootouts.
It's super fun. We intentionally pick what we project is going to be the hottest day of the year, but we do it at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and then we're usually done by 10, right to the bar.
After party.
Sounds good.
After party is always amazing. So we put a little something together so everybody can get a bracelet, hang out, drink afterwards, get something to eat afterwards.
You have to dress like you're on the Masters.
Oh yeah, you got to come in your goofiest golf attire. Then you can come up.
Bring a caddy if you want.
And it's for the Covenant Delco Live green Delco jacket. We go and find the worst green jacket we can find and print our name on it. It is the most shameless advertising of all time.
Sleeveless green flannel vest last
year.
And I have the alternate one in my closet because I did actually come with them myself.
And some of the greatest trophies, by the way. What's his name again?
Damn it.
No, I put you on the spot.
I know the fourth place trophy was Crank 2, starring Jason Statham, out of that Blockbuster bin.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I love that.
Once I find an apparatus to play a DVD, boy, am I going to watch that movie.
Colleen, speaking of Colleen, one last thing. Colleen was a little part of Delco Day too. Is that correct?
Yes. Delco Day this year and last year was her birthday party, but this year, we call her Delco Call.
Okay.
She turned 50 this year.
And she does not look 50
not
at all.
50.
Complete smoke show. Just gotta say it. I know it's awkward right now.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. Your mom's hot. All right, your mom is hot. I'm just putting it out there. I know she's married, but I can still say she's hot because I'm married too.
It's not like the attractiveness thing or whatever. It's like just meeting her. I'm like, you're like 31 at most.
I look 50 and I'm 40. Okay, I look 65. Let's throw this out there. I'm hideous. All right, I did not age well. As like
what does she do to not look decrepit?
She didn't
Mom,
do
you
drugs.
want to answer on the comments?
She didn't do drugs. She didn't drink profusely. She showered occasionally. Holbrook, you taking notes?
I don't know.
She loves Delco Day and Delco Live.
Oh, she is all over our posts. That's why I love her.
Oh yeah. She gets
if I don't
very
see Colleen on there, I feel
Delco
like
Live.
if I don't see Colleen liking one of our posts, I consider it a failure.
She's literally like
this one flopped.
she's literally like 3 years older than me, and don't 50's not a big deal, you fucking assholes. I'm pretty close to it.
You don't look like that if you're 39 or whatever you are.
Yeah, I mean,
It's true.
she's hot. Just put it out
Wait,
there.
what?
Mom's hot. Mom's hot. Okay.
She no, literally, there's posts.
She's blushing through the screen right now. I can feel the blush.
Yeah, she probably is.
I can feel the heat from the blush through my monitor right now on here. I only have 47 screens in front of me at all times. No,
That's just a diabetes.
diabetic hot flash.
I got the vapors.
The vapors. But guys, again, thank you for joining us tonight. We ran a little later than we expected. Thank you guys at Jt Brewskis for being awesome as always.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
What's your guys' next major event? Headstrong, what's your next major event?
Our next event is a golf outing next Thursday.
It's called the Masters, the Delco Masters.
And that is our teeing off against cancer. Jeff is actually in charge of that one, and it's at the Springfield Country Club. We have a lot of golf outings coming up in September. We have a lot of things going on in the fall. Summer's a little bit quiet for us, but the other thing we have going on right now is the Summer Lacrosse League that I actually run with my coworker Pat.
Other than that, you're not doing anything. Kind of lazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we can attest to the golf tournament at Springfield. We were there. Holbrook played.
Rephrase that.
Holbrook played.
Holbrook attempted.
Is fact.
Me and
Pat.
Pat.
I don't know where to go with
Pat
that.
and McGee.
Won. You won.
Yeah, we won.
You're the only ones dumb enough to finish in the Lightning. And I actually won about $1,000 worth of beer and liquor because the weather didn't hold up that well
I
that
don't
year.
see that on the list of winners.
Yeah, yes, it is. I was the biggest winner, and so they had what they called a table of cheer. It was huge. I had about 12 to 15 boxes of booze and beer, wine, every different type of booze you can think of. And people weren't. And Jeff comes up to me and goes, "Al, nobody's buying it." He's like, "It's $50, but there is one bottle on this table is at least $50. Everything else is icing on top." I said, "Give me that." And I went around and I sold it to everyone. Sold a lot. Guess who won it?
You.
And
He
pissed
likes
off
to
a
tell that
lot of
story.
people.
He likes to tell us
Who,
that
Jeff?
story.
Yeah. Pissed off a lot of people. I'm sitting there going, "Oh shit." I'm like, look at that. I won. These people hate me right now. But no, that was so listen, you guys put on amazing stuff. How about you guys? What's going on in Brewskis? What's next for Brewskis?
So for the summer, we as well are a little bit more slowed down. But every Thursday we have game night. We switch it up every week. We do trivia. We do.
Tonight was
Family
Sopranos.
Feud, really
Tonight was
games.
Sopranos
Tonight
trivia.
was-
The first round was just
Trivia.
nicknames. So, like whose real name versus their nickname. I was like,
Yeah.
Joey, you got him.
We always
Everyone.
have
Big
some,
Pussy's got this
Yeah,
one.
shout out to
Nice.
John, because John does a great job. Every week we change it. We try to keep it different.
It's great.
We've done the couples game. We've done
Newlywed, family feud.
newlywed.
How's that not turn into a fight?
Honestly,
great.
it's funny how it works, but everybody's really just has some decorum about it. You think there's going to be a fight, but they're all
Yeah,
just.
never put an issue.
It becomes
Always good.
it becomes
Everybody decorum.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can
like,
anybody
who's got
Brewskis
brains or not?
spell
Everybody's
decorum?
like, I got facts. I know facts. And they sit down, they don't get it right, and it's like, shut up, you never get an opinion at the bar again.
We also have live music every Friday happy hour. A lot of big bands. We do Saturday night, Sunday. We usually have like 4 to 7 live music.
I play the
Mike
accordion.
Barkley.
Just saying.
We have
Barkley.
ever-changing weekly food specials.
I was gonna say your food is banging.
Very good.
We're not just saying that because we really.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really been trying
Really
to
good.
step it up and do some
It was
fresh food
funny.
shit for the summer.
love it.
It was funny. We did. We went there to do the film, take pictures of the food. We ordered all this food,
Yeah.
and that was one of the biggest reels videos from Delco Day. Was all the food, because people just love food. And people are like
We
us.
have great food.
Cheesesteak wings,
Oh
fried
my God.
pickles, dude.
Especially with that outside patio. it's
Taco
really like,
pizza
it's an
was
opportunity
friggin'
in the
awesome.
daytime for like you want to sit outside and
Watch the
drink and
game.
eat and watch the game.
That's
and
yeah.
it's the spot to be with that outside
Sure.
patio. So.
I love
And
it.
it's perfect for
Love it.
events, too. Like we just hosted a
Love that.
200
Love that
person-
patio.
A 200. Well, besides
that
for
wall.
besides
Proud
for
of that
Delco
wall.
Live, we did a 200 person benefit. I guess it was like 2 months ago or so, and that outside beer garden is perfect for that. So,
Yeah, and it outsold. It was a 200
was
person
great.
that went
It
to
was-
300 and it still all fit. It was.
Yep.
Nice.
46 raffle baskets. It was a very
I
successful
won the
night.
lottery
Very cool.
ticket one and put in $20 for it. I
I know
won
you did.
$25.
Okay.
Mandy put in $100.
What the
I
fuck?
put in $100 and still lost.
I did.
Loser.
Anyway,
Nerd.
come have fun at game night.
All right, so come say out,
Sunday,
everybody.
Monday,
Again,
all the
thank you
things.
everybody who came out.
Yes.
Thank you
There's
everybody.
something without that.
Yeah, I mean it's exactly what it is.
Nothing without
If a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to party,
And I'll be
did a
honest.
tree fall?
Did they crack it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they crack it at him?
And to be honest with you, working this whole thing and working up
Be
to
real,
it,
Al. Be real.
I'm being real.
Be real.
There's always that little back of your mind with the three of us when we're planning. Like we invite hundreds of people through Facebook. We invite friends, family. You guys do. Everybody does. But you're always like, are they going to show? And we've done this for 8 years. And every year it has exponentially grown to the next level. I mean, if you think about this one, from 7, it's close to 1,000 people jump.
Yeah.
We went from 800 to 1,800, so we more than doubled. So
Yeah.
that just means wait
Bigger,
to the
better.
9th one. It's
Yeah.
going to be crazy. So
We
real
got more
quick,
room at Jt Brewskis.
let's see. Everybody wanted to say something real quick. Let's see. Jim, the police officer on the day,
No
details got off. I bet he did. Change and attended Delco Day 8. That's pretty cool. I did not know that.
I don't know.
Nick McGrath had such a blast. That's
Nicky.
Berserker right there.
Check them out. You can check them out at a lot of Palooza at our sponsor.
Yes, I was going to plug that right now. So why don't you go ahead and tell them about that?
So Nick runs a lot of Palooza. This is the 3rd year doing it. It's called a lot of Palooza 3. It's at Dolan's, 24 East Sellers Avenue, Ridley Park, Pennsylvania. It's them in our park in the background. I don't know if I can say our park's name. I don't know. They sponsor us. But it's a really cool event that runs from 2 to 9 outside.
You'll see Delco live. There will be, Holbrook will be playing. Spaz and I will be.
Berserker sadly won't be there, but Nick's other band, Ziggy and the Moondogs, will be.
Yeah.
MMR's band of the month, Highleaf, will be there too. It's going to be MMR's involved. They actually promoted it last night on air.
So
Check them out.
So check that out. And Danielle saying the food is so good. I made honey Old Bay shrimp tonight, inspired by Brewski's honey Old Bay wings.
Wait a minute.
So you better save me some woman.
More.
Scraps.
Oh, bro, there you go. We actually did an event one time where we did Clifton shrimp. We did it. We hosted an event before we were Delco Live at a bar in Clifton Heights that no longer exists.
Cocktails.
And we did Clifton shrimp cocktails. We have giant plastic martini glasses full of cheese curls, because that's Clifton shrimp. For those who are unaware of what Clifton shrimp are. Other than that, we will catch you guys next time. I want to remind you to go to because it's going to happen. You're going to get in trouble. So you go to see David Archerry. Call him at 610-565-0300. You get her work, motor vehicle accident, personal injury, criminal law.
Need a personal trainer. You got some fucking glamour muscles.
Yeah,
styling a profile.
cherryinjurylaw.com. And like we said, a Lollapalooza number 3 is coming with Tan PJ making a guest appearance. Check it out, 24 East Sellers Avenue in Ridley Park in the 19078. Go to DolansBar.com. It's actually a decent website. I know the guy made it. And don't forget FatCalJerky.com. Utterly perfect jerky. So many flavors. They even have treats for your canine friend at Fat Cal Jerky.
One that's the same
Don't
texture.
get them confused.
Yeah, don't get them confused. I did. It's actually not that bad.
They're not that bad.
Yeah,
I tried one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I tried one.
So check out FatCalJerky.com. Go on Facebook and Instagrammers, and they will be there. Yeah. Facey Spacey. Facey Spacey's my favorite. All right, guys. Other than that, we are out of here.